So Jay Leno is speaking out about the garage fire that left him with burns on his face, chest, and hands. He spoke to Hoda Kotb on the Today Show about how it happened. Watch.
It was a 1907 white steam car. So the fuel line was clogged. So I was underneath it trying to clog it. And I said, blow some air through the line. Let's see if we can clear. And then a line, and then boom, and suddenly, boom, I got a face full of gas. And then the pilot light jumped and my face caught on fire. And I said to my friend, I said, Dave, I'm on fire. And Dave, okay. I said, no, Dave, I'm on fire.
Wow. Jay also revealed photos of his burns while at the burn center where he was treated for 10 days. Now, Jay joked that he wasn't worried about what he would look like after because he's not, quote unquote, George Clooney. I admire that attitude. I do. Or do you think that's him trying to hide behind hide his hurt with his humor, Jeff?
I think a lot. I mean, he's a comedian, right? So I think he does that naturally, but I think we all do that in some sort of way. But for having gasoline burn on your face, I think he looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Right? And I think he's lucky that he got away with what he got away with. But having that positive attitude about things, accidents happen. He loves what he does. I'm sure he's going to go right back to fixing cars. So good on Jay.
It's just weird that, like, I've known someone who got really badly burned where you have the skin grafts. What you didn't see is just how drastically painful it is. It goes into the muscle fibers of your being. And so it's just, Jay has a very strong character. I mean, that is, you are 10 out of 10 in pain. Burn victims have a very, very, very difficult time. So good on him for keeping up such a high spirit.
But yeah, I feel like he, you know, and I said this when we initially covered the story, he has like one kind of bow in his quiver, and that's that he is a comic.
Yeah.
So he can fight back with this, because usually you kind of, most people internalize things and like, how are people going to look at me? But as a comic, you've been on stage your whole life. You're used to people looking at you. And also, if you look at a lot of comedians, Josh Blue, he's got MS, I believe, and he's one of the most famous comics. The friend of mine, of course, his name escapes me. He's on America's Got Talent. He got hit in the throat with a softball when he was a kid. It destroyed his vocal cords, and he made it far on America's Got Talent because he incorporated that into his act. So I'm expecting, Jay, as soon as I saw that, every comic was like, oh, you got a new hour. Like, it's so weird.
It's going to be called like, I'm on fire.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, take the negative and make a positive. So I'm expecting big things from Jake.
All right. Okay, so Drake, you guys, is getting roasted over a piece of jewelry. The rapper commissioned a necklace by jewelry designer Alex Moss that was inspired by his past lovers. The piece, called Previous Engagements, is made up of 42 diamonds that represent the 42 times Drake got close to proposing. Ugh. The necklace took 14 months to complete.
This is so dumb.
And is worth an estimated $4 million, but some people online called out Drake for this strange gesture. Some called it embarrassing. Others said it was corny. Tori, you blurted out it's dumb.
That's like 42 times you were going to get married. 42. Can you know we are at 30? You still got 12 more. 42? What are you? Some kind of
Tori, how many people
addict?
Tori, how many people do you think you've met where you were like, I could have potentially married this?
Two.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
And then I realized that definitely one. But like, you don't, I mean, over 5 I feel like is a lot. Did anyone find this like cringy?
I think we're expecting that, because after his last album where he was calling out happily married women that he once connected with and have moved on with their lives, we were anticipating that the next album would just be called Therapy Session, because I believe that that's the next stop for him.
Yeah, like what's going on with Drake?
I mean, it's just, I feel kind of bad for him. Like, he seems hurt. Like, he really does. He seems like really hurt. I mean, like, his
So you buy the diamond?
Like,
Wasn't
yeah, like it was
cover a bunch of like different babies. Remember, he had a bunch of different
I don't know. It was
babies?
something before. I think I've realized that I think I've gotten older than the demographic that he's going for, because I'm like, baby, honey,
something's wrong.
Just get a little therapy. We'd love to hear about that. Drake, your next album, just Therapy Session 1.0, 2.0 until it's done. We could use that in the community. Absolutely.
It's just funny that he puts it on blast. You know, because there's a lot of people that you know, love very hard, right? Or they're a love addict or a sex addict, whatever it may be. But the fact that he's like, I'm going to get a necklace with all 42 possible proposals, why do you think he put it on blast like that?
That he remembered 42.
Yeah, dude.
1, 2?
Yeah, well, then there was Karen and like,
don't forget Karen.
And you were looking at him in the eyes. It might be 43 after you watch this segment, Erica.
All right, so we got to talk about Jennifer Aniston, too, because she hosted an exclusive party full of her A-list friends. But, of course, the party reportedly happened at her home in Bel Air and included stars like Sandra Bullock, Courtney Cox, and Lisa Kudrow, plus Tobey Maguire, Jason Bateman, and Bradley Cooper. Just so we're clear, these pics are not from the party because, according to Page 6, it was a no cell phone event.
Awesome.
Not as a rule, just so nobody posted anything on social media. Erica, you said awesome.
I love that. I love that. I've been doing more no cell phone events because people, especially when you're serving alcohol, then people's boundaries start to slide a little bit more. Then all of a sudden you wake up the next morning and something you never would have posted on a story, like even if it's not even as that big of a deal, like you're just swearing and you never
just
post
not a good look.
Yeah, something that wouldn't be something you would normally do, and now someone has posted you all over their social media. Like I've gotten to the point where I just tell people, like, we have a professional photographer here.
Yeah.
You don't actually even need to take any photos. If you want certain photos, you can get a great photo with this person as opposed to on your phone with bad lighting. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, somebody posting something that they shouldn't.
Or here's another weird option. You could just enjoy the evening. Yeah. You could just enjoy the evening without trying to capture it in real time. Are you going to go back and be like, wow, remember that time me and Erica were sitting on the couch? I would rather remember the conversation that we had on that couch. I get that people live online and posting your life is a big deal. I get all that, Sam. But I do think that like things are missed when people are constantly taking pictures. It throws the rhythm of conversations off. It makes people, hey, stop talking to Jeff real quick. Let's get a picture. You guys start talking again. Well, it just throws the rhythm of the night off. Like,
you're just not in the present moment, ever. You're just never in the. If the goal in life is to live every moment in the present moment, you couldn't be farther from that. And the energy passes on to everybody. You're absolutely right. Oh, picture this. Well, I'm not going to talk to you then. And I mean, like, you just have to work on that because it's very easy to do.
Oof. I think it gets a bad rap, though, and I agree with all of you. But it gets a bad rap because we always hear it with like celebrities, right? Because they don't want certain things to get out. I think this is actually quite relatable, again, for what the reasons you all stated, to be present, boundaries, whether you have $1 million or no money in your checking account. I think what all of us can fall victim to, what Erica said, is the fact that you get a couple drinks in you, the next morning you look at your phone and you regret some of those decisions.
How many teachers have we seen fired
there you
for
go.
things that they were doing at a holiday party and things that no one would have ever known about? It's like,
would you do this?
No way. No.
No, you wouldn't say no cell phone?
Oh, I would, for
you
sure.
Would. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even, we've been out. You have like a drink, and I have 2 drinks. I'm like, I'm going home. You know what I mean? Because, and then I go with people I trust. Because listen, we're kind of buttoned up here, but you know what I mean. I like to let loose when I get around my family and friends and do my thing. I don't want to see that the next day. You know what I mean? You're not in the trust tree, circle of trust.
That's right.
Trust tree.
Best advice I ever heard. I know we got to run. Never take a drink.
Yes!
Right when I said that, this is it.
I just discovered my secret.
I know. Right when it came out, I'm like, oh my God! I said that in her notes.
No way.
Dang.
Yes.
And you gave me that look, and I was like, I can't believe I said trust me.
Okay, we have a Secret Santa. I'm going to pull back the curtain because we tell you guys everything.
Oh my God.
So we do Secret Santa here at DBL, and you're supposed to give 3 clues. I got a clue today saying in so many words, like you're going to get a great gift, you're in the trust tree or something like that. I was like, trust tree? That's an interesting word.
I know. Right when it came out, I looked at you and your eyes got big, and I was like, damn.
You might fold up.
All right, we got to go.